Well, this is Veda 8 on the right day now. Just thought I'd show you before I start the beautiful flowers that my younger niece has sent to me. And this is what's arrived today. Let's go back a bit. Yes, it's 5 high. So I'm going to put my magazines in until I get to sort them all out properly when I'm in my craft room. Right, I'm going to appear around here. Da-da-da! My niece said I look really gypsy today because I'm wearing a black 3-tiered skirt with a white underslip underneath it that's 3-tiered, that's very lacy. So I hope you can see me because it's starting to go a little bit darker in here. But I didn't want to go out on the decking. Right, what did I get today? Well, I went to the supermarket with my niece and I bought Love Crochet. But I don't love this one because it's all amigurumis. The whole lot of it is amis. There's 32 patterns in there. All of lovely little creatures. I mean, they're very, very sweet. All very sweet. But, there you are, Ethan. Owl. And I think they're going to be winding up down at Karen's. Geisha girl. I didn't realise it. They're always in packages, you see, when you buy them in the supermarket. Is it a giraffe? Perhaps it's April's baby. It's gone the other way. Well, we've got puppies. Puppies. What else have we got? Oh, cats. Top cats. Yeah, there's the fairy dolls. Yeah, the whole magazine, apart from one item, the whole magazine is full of amis. So I think Love Crochet should be called Love Amis. You know, there's some nice, I'm not knocking them if you want to do amis, there's a lot of nice ones. Karen, I think this is coming your way. So, turning pages. There's Lulu and Lolo. I think they're sheep, are they? I think the sheep. And there's some little bunny slippers. Yeah, that's the bunny and the chick. Gosh, those flowers smell beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. What have we got now? Oh, it looks like it's a chicken, but with having that thing on its head, it looks like a bee. It's an egg cosy anyway. What's this one supposed to be? Oh, it's a little basket, I think, that you display your Easter treats in. Blossoms and Bees. Cushion cover. What's it called? Put and take bag. That's the only one I would keep the pattern from. She's just a waistcoat. So I'm sure that Karen won't mind if I take that page out. Coat hangers done in crochet. Probably be a good way to stop your slidey things sliding off, wouldn't it? Yeah, there's a little heart and some flowers from artists. That's little flowers on a vest top to trim it up a little bit. crochet laces into your pumps, or whatever you want to call them, plimsolls, sneakers. We used to call them pumps when we were at school. It was always your pumps for gym. Finishing touch, that's like edges for the shelves. My granddad opened shelves either side of her fireplace. She always had, like, it wasn't crochet, but it was little edgings made of paper. Used to buy a little flowery paper that was like a drawer liner or a shelf liner, and then they had an edge that bent over that had like little trimmings on it. See, in the old days, even though they had nothing, they was always a bit proud. Well, that's a cup cover, but it's not very nice, is it? Because you'd have to have your mouth right on the crochet in there when you were having a drink. I think they should have used a bigger cup. Trailing tassels, that's some kind of a cushion. Little Red Riding Hood holding hands with the wolf. It's the wolf, it's the wolf. That reminds me of the cartoon Irene used to watch. There's the wolf. Still on the same thing, the wolf, Red Riding Hood. Chubby Chicklets again, we've got egg posies. And those are just little chicks, I presume. This is the Easter edition. And then that's it, just on to how to sew seams up and how to do things. It must just be for toys because it says in the next edition. That's in the next edition. So I'm sorry, this is one book I'm going to cross off my list. It's called I Love Craft, Love Crochet. So I'm afraid it's not a book for me. Not. These are books for me. This is Crochet Yourself Calm. I've not had a look at it yet, so my niece said it's everything I already know, so I needn't bother. That was her interpretation. That's circles on the bag. She's probably right. A granny hexagon. If it's joining circles, I wouldn't be crocheting myself calm, to be crocheting myself in a tizzy. Simple sunburst. Flower mandala. It's all circles, isn't it, this book? Petal mandala. This is going to be a long video, this, if there's one on every page, isn't it? A lace circle. And a dainty mandala. It's a good reference book though if you want to do circles, isn't it? Lace flower. Should have brought me water in already, I'm thirsty. Lace flower shawl. Flower hexagon. Pinwheel. Hope you can see all these, by the way. This is talking about squares now. That's showing it, I presume, as a pin cushion with some glass, you know, pearl-headed pins in. Squares though, this. That's your normal common garden granny square that hopefully we all know how to do with our eyes closed. That's a bullseye, but that's like a filled in granny square, which is useful if you don't want your work to be open work. That's a cluster square. Again, it's more filled in. These are useful if I ever want to do squares to make a jacket again, yeah. Mexican tile square. And that's the Mexican tiles used as a blanket. I don't have patience for blankets, sorry about that. Anemone. I could never say that word when I was little. Anemone square. Retro square. I would have said a retro square was just the granny square, but who am I? And a flower in the square. I hadn't seen this, I hadn't looked at this book before because it came just as we were going out shopping. Circle in a square. I love black cats. Just love them. They're not popular. I don't know why black dogs and black cats are not popular. I suppose they're unlucky in certain countries, yeah. Lace square. I was watching a video on rescued animals in some country abroad. And they were saying that the black animals are always more difficult to place because nobody wants a black. I mean, what's the difference? I thought black cats were lucky, not unlucky. That's a lace flower in a square. I've always considered black cats to be lucky. Oh, I like that. Triangles going across in like a, what do you call them? Bunting, that's what you call it. A pen holder. It says pen holder and it's got brushes in it. That's a pot holder, or I would have called it a mat to put something hot on. And to call it a pan holder, but never mind. That's a solid triangle. Triangles are not so bad for joining together, they're a bit like squares. You can at least make a shape with them. A bold flower triangle. If I get cut off, by the way, it's because I haven't charged up the battery in between going this morning, and I could have gone out on the decking actually, but the sun's gone off the deck. Framed circled triangle, because it's, what time is it? About 6 o'clock, I think. Oh no, it's 7 o'clock. Time fly by when you're enjoying yourself. Just about got time to make me dinner before it's time for Sian's Crafty Corner. Dainty flower triangle. Gosh, there's such a lot in this book. Lace flower triangle. I'm only halfway through the book. Windflower triangle. Gosh, gosh, gosh. Edelweiss triangle. We're on to stripes now. Stripes. I like that. That's granny stripes. Looks effective though, doesn't it, with all the colours that they've used. I've got half treble stripes and crosshatch stripes. I like crosshatch stitch. It sort of breaks up the stripes, you know, if you're a bit of a plump lady. Breaks them up. That's a child's hat. I think it's done in the crosshatch stitch. Seed stitch stripe. And textured stripes. Woo! Ripped off the whole book then. I always go wrong with that stitch for some reason or other. Calming waves. I lose the plot, you know, with getting the wavy bits going. I start off okay, then I go pot to pot. Clusters and V-stitch stripes, they're cute. Be nice in a baby blanket now. Goodness me, there's such a lot in this book. Lace shell stitch, I've done that quite a lot of times. That's nice, you see, it's darker colours for baby blankets are really nice, aren't they? Sue's the one who likes to make baby blankets. Solid shell stitch. It's almost like a tutorial book, this, isn't it, rather than a patterns. That's a cute dog, isn't it? He's advertising the zigzag stitch. Yeah, double crochet zigzags. I think it would be an English book because that's what you would call your single crochet if you're in America. So it must be an English book, this. Or a British book or whatever. Gentle ripple zigzags. Granny ripple zigzags. I've not ever done that stitch actually. One of these days I'll try, I've never done it. Oh goodness, eyelet ripple zigzags. It's really a tutorial one, isn't it, this? And that shows it done into a blanket, or a throw, well not throw, knee blanket, lap gun, that's what I meant to say. Deep ripple zigzags. Feather stitch zigzags. Goodness. Thick and thin ripple zigzags. I never knew there was such a variety of zigzags. Just shows, doesn't it? It's always something new to learn in crochet. And that's using the stitch in the tote bag. I've been crocheting now for about, what, 50 years? And I still see stitches and things that I've never seen before. So you could never ever say that you know it all because you never ever do. Lace ripple. I remember once, years back, I started with a scrapbook and I was going to do samples, you know, of all the stitches. I soon got fed up with that because there were so many stitches. I had all these samples, you know, with all how to do them. I thought, forget this, it was going on too much. It's what they used to do in the Victorian type days, apparently. There weren't any stitches, you know, patterns as such. They used to pass them down from mother to daughter. You know, little samples done in a book of the stitches and how to do them written at the side. And that was patterns or recipes, whatever they used to call them in those days. Gentle fan zigzags. So I thought, oh, I'll do that, you know, but I soon got bored. Right, that's the end of that book, but that is a good book, really good book. It's called Crochet Yourself Calm. Repeat patterns and mindful motives to lose yourself in. It's by Carmen Heffernan, owner of Annie Designs Etsy store. And I got mine, of course, from Amazon. But it's I can't remember what I paid for it now, but it's a darn good book, yeah. And then I got another book, which is called Self-Styled. And it's a bit like, the advanced style was all the older people. This is some of the younger people, but they're a little bit way out for me. A little bit far out. It's called Self-Style by Anthony Lysette. What's it called? That's it, I think. Or Dare to be Different. Self-Styled, Dare to be Different by Anthony Lysette. And it certainly is dared to be different. They certainly are very, very different. I don't think the streets of my town are ready for that. Well, you may have noticed, or you might not, if you're very observant, I've changed my necklace. That's because 3 lots of job lots of necklaces came today. A whole bucket full. So there's going to be lots and lots and lots for you to look at as I wear things day by day. It's so heavy. And there's actually a bag with all the ones that are too small for me, because I've got a bit of a bull neck. So they'll be for Sue's, I think it's the youngest grandchild that's into jewellery. These are all, you'll see them one by one as I start to wear them. These are all the same sort of stuff, purple. These are just like wooden beads that I ordered. These were one set of 4 that I ordered. But these others I ordered three job lots they were, and I bid on them and nobody else did. They were $2.99 a bundle, and I got 3 bundles, and I don't know whether you can see just how many necklaces are in there. I can't possibly show them you one by one, but I'll just pull a few out. They're all tangled up now, so I need to sort them out. Just a few out. I mean, what, £3, you know, for? So I paid £9 altogether for a bucket load. So, you know, loads and loads and loads of them. And as I said, there was a bag full of stuff that's too small. So you'll be seeing me wearing a lot of these. Not all at once, I dare to say. But you'll see them as I start to wear them. That's just not even a quarter of them. Those are my colours, aren't they? Sue will love that. She loves greens and purples together. Just pick out one I like as well. That one. Pinks and browns. That one's... You no doubt see them when I'm wearing them. Because I will be, because I like new things. Don't we all? But as I say, there was a postage on top. It was about £5 postage for the three lots. So that was what? 3, 6, 9, 5. Be about £14 or £15 for a whole bucket full. So if you want to, just look for job lots of necklaces on eBay and see what you can find. I just love anything like that. I'm going to be in my element looking at those and wearing those. These were a separate lot, these, just 4. Can't remember how much I paid for these, but there were 4 different lots of wooden beads. So I'm going to be so happy. And then Sue's granddaughter will be so happy with hers. I've got a bull neck, as I said before, so a lot of these are so tiny I couldn't get them around my neck. You know, they're little like that. I can't get those around me. But she'll like them. They might even fit Sue, you never know. Sorry for rustling. So, oh, there's another one. So I was going to, I brought this purple unit thing to put my magazines in, because when I broke the shelf on the IKEA bookshelves, I decided that the magazines are too heavy to go on a bookshelf. So rather than break another one, I bought this 5-tier so I could fit a lot of the magazines in. Maybe sort some out, because I've got so many magazines, honestly. I mean, I've started off not keeping the ones that I don't want anymore. Like, I'm going to send this one down to Karen, because I just don't want it. And there's no point in my keeping another magazine that I don't want. Some of them have got absolutely nothing in that I like, so I'm going to start being ruthless and start weeding them out. Maybe I'll put them back on Etsy, you never know. It's alright doing that, but I'm too lazy to keep going to the post office with, you know, anything I sell. My ice yarn still hasn't come. I've sent them off an email today. saying, where is it? Never been this late before. I got the one I ordered on the 23rd. I got that the other day. But I ordered one on the 25th and one on the 26th, and there's no sign of them at all. Nowhere. So I sent them, last time I sent them an email, I sent them 2 emails. I got one, like a memo back saying, you've got to wait 8 to 10 days. And I thought, well, I've waited 8 to 10 days. And I said, could you track it for me? So I had no information about tracking it, no saying where it was or anything. Anyway, on the day I sent that one off, I got one parcel, but it was the parcel I'd ordered on the 23rd. So I'm still waiting for the 25th and the 26th to come. It's annoying when you've ordered things and they don't arrive, isn't it? They don't usually let me down like that. I know it's coming from brain dead Turkey, but it still usually comes quite quickly. But we'll have to wait and see. Hopefully it will arrive next week. I've got other things to come. My tripod's still not arrived. What else arrived? Nothing much, I don't think. Nope, just the necklaces, me purple thing, and me books. Yep, my 2 books arrived. So this is the 8th one. This morning's one was supposed to be the 7th one, just in case you wonder why I'm wearing the same clothes, because it's the same day. So one of my new necklaces I'm wearing, because I decided that the pink one I had on wasn't quite the right colour for. So I'm going to go now. I'm going to have some dinner, tea, whatever you want to call it, evening meal, before I sit down to watch Sean's Crafty Corner. And if you don't know what that is, you go on Sean's Crafty Corner page on Facebook, and then you'll find out what it's all about. Basically, we chat to Sean, but it's not like a chat where we can verbally chat. It's a chat where we have to type what we want, because that way, you see, more people can be in the chat room at once. If you do the one where you're speaking, you're limited, like on Google, you're limited to a few people, that's all that can join. And it would get a bit chaotic if there was like 100 people in it or something like that, because you couldn't all speak at once, could you? But I like it because I sit there with me crochet and I just read in the things as they scroll by, you know, what people's comments that they type. And then Sean's like trying to answer them and trying to do what she's doing, and she's like that, poor girl, because the screen's scrolling around faster than she can answer them. So I'm going to go and have another look at the giraffe, because she's still not had that baby. I don't think she's having one, you know. I think it's just wind. But we shall wait and see. Hopefully it'll make its appearance one day. I've got myself, oh, I know what else came today, but it's over there, a clipboard that fits A4 paper. So I'm now going to write myself lists, to-do lists. I've not been specific. I've written to-do lists for April, yeah? So I'm not going to designate a day to do things. I've just written down all the chores that I need to do in April. You see what I mean? So I'm going to tick them off as I do them, and then or cross them out and add more, you know, as I go along. Things I can think about, I'm just going to add them to it. So hopefully I can then get myself a little bit more organised. Hopefully, I said. Don't hold your breath. It's me we're talking about, you know. Miss Disorganised. Butterfly brain. That's what my dad used to call me. Butterfly brain. Because I don't settle long enough on one project. I'm the kind of person who starts off washing the dishes and then I'll think, oh, look at that, I haven't done that. So I leave the dishes and I go to do that. Well, then when I'm doing that, I think, oh, I've got to do the other. So I'll go to the other. So I'm like moving from one chore to the next, but not completing anything, if you know what I mean. Because my dad used to say, I thought you were doing that. And I went, oh, yeah, forgot about that. I just get distracted. That's the kind of brain I've got, like flit, 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 flit. Goldfish brain, forget. Butterfly brain, flit from thing to thing, yeah. This is why I only do one project at a time when I'm doing my crochet. because I would be very butterfly. I would be flit, 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 and finish up doing nothing. Because when I flitted away from things, I forget them, you see. So if I find things in a bag, I go, what on earth was I doing? You know, what was I doing now? No idea. So I finish up unravelling it. So this is why I stick to one project at a time. I know you all think I'm fairly boring, but we all cope with things the way we can cope. If you cope better by having about 16 things on the go, then fine, you do that. But 2 is about my maximum. Because I've got my hospital virus shawl on the go. But that is my hospital virus shawl. It doesn't get done any other time except I pick up the bag when I'm going to hospital for an appointment, yeah. So I do have 2 things on the go. But I don't count that because that just stays in its little bag. What it will do until it's finished. It's been on the go about 2 months now, but it'll be finished one day, no doubt. So it's a great conversation starter when you're waiting in the hospital waiting room. It's usually, my mum used to knit. You feel like saying, I'm not knitting, I'm crocheting. Yeah, she used to knit all the time, my mum. But the last time somebody said to me, oh, she said, you're crocheting what I've crocheted, a viral shawl. I said, no, it's a virus shawl. So she said, yeah, that's what I mean, a viral shawl. Whatever. At least it broke the ice with something to talk about for the next 5 minutes. It's usually guys who come up who are fascinated, young guys. Then they start talking to me about their grandmas, yeah. Anyway, I'm going now because you can hear my voice is going again. I'm going all froggy. Need a drink desperately, and I left my water in the other room. So hopefully there'll be a Veda tomorrow, if I'm on the ball. And I managed to get something done off my list. One day I'll get around to those Etsy things. One day. So enjoy your weekend, people. If I don't see you tomorrow, I will see you Monday. So bye for now. Bye.